Shalom. To start this lesson, I want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing his truth and all truth sincerity throughout the four corners of earth diligently, and also shalom to a few sisters that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all. I'm the brother Warburn Lawyer from the GMS Miami, the Heralds of Yahweh Shai camp, and also from the GMS Southwest Florida camp out here in Fort Myers. And I come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to edify the elect, my fellow brothers, Lord willing, I be a part of the elect. And what I'm gonna be going into in this lesson is, in this truth, you gotta be strong for the next man. All right, the title once again is, in this truth, you got to be strong for the next man. And this is something that I have been meditating on. This is something that been coming to my mind a lot. Okay, you know, this spirit, this vibration, okay, it's been coming to my mind a lot. I've been meditating on it here and there. It's been on my spirit, which is, in this truth, you gotta be strong for the next man. And this has been coming to my mind, and I've been meditating on this topic for the past, I would say, couple weeks, you know. And the title and the topic is something true, and this is something that you find in the scriptures. You know, men being strong for other men being strong for other brethren, to help, you know, being strong with them to help the next man fight and win his battle that he may be fighting. That's what you see in the scriptures. Okay, you have different scriptures and precepts to back up the title of this lesson, man, which we're going to bring out. We got 4 right here. Okay, I just got, you know, certain words that's in the verses, but, you know, we're going to bring them out, you know, to back up the point of, in this truth, sometimes you got to be strong for the next man. You being strong for the next man, you know, helping, you being strong for the next man, that's you helping him defeat and win, well, not defeat, win his battle, the battle he may be fighting, the tribulation he may be fighting, the affliction, the trial. You being strong with him, you being strong with him, you helping him out, you know, you helping him win and get through it, man. 2 is better than 1. And how could you be strong for the next man? By praying for him, sending him scriptures, breaking bread with him, okay, shit, going on a fast together, okay, motivating the man, exhorting him, sending him lessons, and so on and so forth. Okay, we got to be strong for the man next to us. Okay, brothers be going through things. We go through afflictions, we go through trials, we go through shit. Okay, we go through things. Battles are increasing. Battles are getting harder. Yeah, the Lord not gonna give us nothing we can't handle. But the point is, we going through it. Brothers going through it. The fiery trials which are to try you. And sometimes a brother can get weak. You gotta be there to be strong for that brother. You gotta be there to pull that brother up. We gotta be there. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. We gotta be there for that, for the next man. Because we want to see each other on the chariot, right? We want to make it, right? So you got to be strong for the next man sometimes. Really, you got to be strong for the next man and for the body all the time. Because if you really believe the men that are around you are part of your elect, you should be enduring all things for the elect's sake, man. Okay? So let's get into these scriptures. This ain't meant to be long. Where is that? It's in Ecclesiastes. Salakia, brothers. Ecclesiastes, I believe it's 7 and 9. No, it's not 7 and 9. Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Shit, yeah, Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Two are better than one because they have a great reward for their labor. Right. So the scriptures tell you straightforward, two is better than one. For they have, it says, because they have a good reward for their labor. Two is better than one. Both of them help each other. They help each other endure. The scriptures say in the book of Sirach, the 6th chapter, one that feareth the Lord, he will make his friendship all right. He gonna make sure his friendship on point. He gonna make sure his brother next to him's on point. He gonna make sure his self's on point. He gonna make sure his partner next to him is on point. And that's how he gotta be with his partner, with his fellow brother. Just like he's making sure, just like the brother's making sure you're on point, you gotta make sure he's on point. Two is better than one, man. Verse 10, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Right? So if a man by himself and he fall, he going through some affliction or tribulation and he fall, it's harder for him to get back up because he has nobody to comfort him, to exhort him, to lift up his spirit. It's harder. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how could one be warm alone, right? A man, when you're by yourself, it's harder, man, once again. And you see it. You see it. I done heard men that started off by themselves. Then eventually the Lord brought them into blessed them to be a part of the brotherhood. There's a brother that I often speak about, which is the brother Amawan Ariyah. He's in the GMS Miami camp. You know, the brother Ba, we call him Amawan Ba because he's the second Amawan in the camp. At first, he started off by himself. He was by himself for a certain amount of time. Then he prayed to the Lord for the Lord to allow him to come around brothers. And then eventually the Lord blessed him and he was blessed to come around, and now he's a part of the body. All right, he's a part of the Miami church. Okay? But he was once alone. And it's times where me and him, we talk, and he like, man, bro, I'm so grateful, War. I'm so grateful. I was going through certain things by myself. And he ain't the only brother. There's other brothers that you hear stories and testimonies about how they was by themselves and the Lord blessed them with the brotherhood, how they was by themselves and it was hard. They prayed for the Lord to bless them with brothers, and the Lord allowed them to come around brothers. But the point of all that I'm saying is, look, being by yourself is harder, bro. But when you got somebody with you, you're stronger. You have more power. Two is better than one. Okay? Verse 10 again, it says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So if a brother fall, you're going to lift him up. You're going to bring him back. You're going to bring him back to his first estate. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. So if one fall and he don't got nobody around him, it's harder for him to get back up. That's why it's better. Two is better than one. Verse 11 again. Again, if two lie together, then have they heat. But how can one be warm alone, right? How can one be warm alone? He don't got nobody to comfort him, keep him warm. He by himself. It's harder that way. Verse 12, and if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. And the reason why I brought this out, hey, two is better than one, and three is better than two. The scriptures say when two or three are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst. That's where when multiple brothers are together, two or three and more, that's when the Spirit of the Lord is more animated, is more active, is more stronger. Okay? So 2 is better than 1 and 3 is better than 2. 8. When it's 2 brothers, it's easier to keep fighting. It's motivation. You see the man next to you, he's motivating you to keep fighting. You see a man next to you going through hell, you gotta be strong for him. You gotta be strong for him and motivate him to keep going. Just like he's supposed to do the same thing for you. We a body, man. We a fucking body. When Yahweh Shai had his low moments, the angels came and ministered onto him, man. To bring him back up. To bring him back to his first estate. The servant not greater than his master. Yahweh Shai had his low moments. Angels had to minister to him. Brothers gonna have their low moments. Other brothers gonna need to be there to minister and build that brother up. Help restore his joy. Be strong for him. Okay? Next scripture, this is the book of Luke, chapter 22, and verse 31. It says, And the Lord Yahweh Shai said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So Yahweh Shai, which put yourself here, where it says Simon, Simon, put yourself there. Let me put myself there. We represent Simon Peter. Satan desired to sift us, but Yahweh Shai is praying for us. Yahweh Shai is praying for us. He's praying to the Lord to keep us strong. He's praying to the Lord to keep us strong and have us and give us a spirit to endure no matter what. Because Satan desires to sift us. Which when you go into the word sift in the BLB, it literally says to agitate to the point of overthrow. He wants to overthrow us. He wants us to throw in the white flag. But we can't. That's why this is another reason why you gotta be strong for the brother next to you. Satan may be in his head, trying to fuck with him in his head, throwing different thoughts in his mind. You know, we all go through these different thoughts in our minds. Satan may be hopping on loved ones around him. He going through this, that, and third. Brothers know what we go through. You know what brothers go through. You know what you going through. I don't even need to say it. That's why you gotta be strong for the next man. You gotta pray for him. Yahweh Shai, he prays for us. Okay? Yahweh Shai is remaining strong. And he's praying for us, hoping the best for us. He's remaining strong for us so we can remain strong. He's praying for us so we can remain strong. That's what we got to do for the man next to us, the men around us, because Yahweh Shai said, a new commandment I give you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So that's just what it is, man. Salakia, brothers. I was just seeing something. That's just what it is. Okay? Let me read this again. Well, before I read it, I'm going to move on to the next verse. But before I move on, just make that point again. Yahweh Shai said, a new commandment I give you, that ye love one another as I have loved you. So we have to have love for one another. Yahweh Shai shows forth his love to us. We got to show love to the man next to us and the men around us. Because how could you say you love the Most High and you don't love the man next to you? You are a liar. Like it tells you in the book of 1 John, the 4th chapter. But anyway, verse 32 again. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. So when we're converted, when we're brought back up, when we're built back up from being broken down, when we're built back up and we're established back to our first estate or to a better estate, we gotta strengthen our brother. Because A lot of times the Lord bring us through situations so we can get the experience and then help the next man. Because later on down the line, he gonna go through it. The next man slash next men. Because there ain't gonna just be one brother. Sometimes there may be 5 brothers, 10 brothers. It may be damn majority of the camp. The Lord made you go through it for a reason. So when they go through it, you're able to strengthen them. You're able to exhort them. You're able to keep them strong. Give them motivation. Going back to, you got to be strong for the next man. Okay? I think this is in Colossians. Is that Colossians 3:1? I don't think it is, but let me just double check. Let's see. This is the book of 2 Timothy 2:10. Second Timothy 2:10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. And this is Apostle Paul saying that he endured all things for the elect's sake. So Apostle Paul, and the reason why I brought this out, because Apostle Paul is basically saying that he remains strong for the elect, his fellow brothers. Because Apostle Paul is a part of the elect. And us, those that are putting on as the elect, they're doing what we're doing, the things that the elect would be doing on the planet Earth. So Lord willing, we are a part of the elect, we got to endure and be strong for our fellow brothers. We got to endure whatever comes our way for our fellow brothers. This truth is bigger than us. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. So you have to endure all things for the elect's sake. We have to endure all things for the elect's sake, man. Sometimes you got to endure a situation, all right, with a brother. You got to go through it with him. He may not be strong enough, or he may not be able to see his strength. He may not be able to see the strength that you see in him, or the Lord see in him. So you may have to endure this situation with him till he realizes, until the Lord opens his eyes like, man, I'm strong. Man, I could do this I could do all things through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You may need to endure certain situations with certain men. Be a companion. These are things the Lord loves, man. These are things that the Lord loves. This is actually love. This is actually a pleasant and good thing when we do things like that. Endure things with brothers. Keep brothers in prayer. Spend those long nights on the phone with brothers. They venting to you. They crying on the phone. You there. You tell them it's going to be all right, brother. Keep your head up. You send them scriptures, motivation. Tell them read Psalms, this Psalm, read that Psalm, read this Psalm, read that Psalm. The brother read it, calm, Thawada, brother. It uplifted my spirit. Thawada for being there. That's you were being strong for that man. And the Lord see that. And he's going to reward you for doing that. Let me grab one more and close out. It's the book of John, chapter 15, and verse, where is it? John 15 and verse 12. Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 12. This is my commandment. John 15 and 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. That's the spirit. I just quoted it. So we're commanded to love one another as the Lord has we're commanded to love one another the same way the Lord loves us. Okay? Verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friend. And the reason why I brought this up, because you being there for a brother, you sacrificing your time, you sacrificing this, that, and the third to be on the phone with a brother, link up with a brother, to encourage a brother, go through scriptures with a brother, lift up his spirit, teach him something new, edify him. You doing these different things plus more, okay? It's like sacrificing your sleep, your time, your gas, your free time, X, Y, and Z. You doing these different things, that's you laying down your life for your brother. That's you laying down your life for your brother, and the Lord see that, and the Lord love that, man. The Lord see us do these things, and we gotta do these things, and don't do these things with a weary spirit. Don't do this with a grudge. Don't do this. You gotta be able. You gotta be doing it willingly, with a willing spirit, because you love the man next to you. You want him to win, just like he wants you to win. You should want him to win. Just like if you were low, you would want him to help you be strong. When he low, you gotta help him be strong, man. Verse 13 again. Greater love have no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. And us sacrificing time, money, and so on and so forth. Sometimes, you put yourself, you was in a good situation, you put yourself a little bit back. You doing all that, and there's more. That's you laying down your life for your friend, man, for your fellow brother. That's love, man. And there's more scriptures, man. There's accounts in the scriptures. King David and Jonathan. It was times where King David was fucking low. Jonathan was right fucking there with him. It was times where Jonathan was low. King David was right there with him. They helped each other remain fucking strong, man. Real brotherhood, real love, man. Okay? Verse 14, if ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. And Yahweh Shai commands us to love one another. He commands us to love one another as I have loved you. So the same way the Lord loves us, we got to love our brothers, man. Because each brother around you has Yahweh Shai in him. So you got to love him. You got to care for him. And if you don't love him, if you don't love him and you say you love the Lord, you're a liar. And you're also a murderer if you don't love your brother. And a part of us loving each other, which love is an action, it's not just, I love you, that's it. No, love is an action. A part of us showing our love is being strong for the next man. Sacrificing time, money, your comfort, and so on and so forth for the next man. That shows true love. That's what the Lord dealing with. Okay? We got to be strong for one another, especially as we see the day approaching, man. Let me grab this and I'll close out, Lord willing. Hebrews 10 and 20, I believe it's 23 or 24. Hebrews 10 and 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So we have to consider and provoke one another to what? We have to consider one another to provoke unto love and good works. That's you being strong for the next man. Hey, brother, let's keep going. Let's keep fighting. Let's go. Keep pushing, brother. I know you're tired, but keep going, brother. Let's go. You're being strong for him. You're motivating him. That's a trait of an elect member. That's a trait of a true servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 25, this is the point. Not forsaking the assembly of yourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. So as we see the day of the Lord approaching, we must be exhorting one another more and more to keep fighting and to keep enduring, not to give up. Being strong for the next man, helping the next man be strong. That's what we got to be doing as we see the day of the Lord approaching, as we get closer and closer to all hell breaking loose, as the battle gets stronger and stronger, Satan getting stronger and stronger, the afflictions getting heavier and heavier, tribulation and so on and so forth. We got to motivate and help the man next to us and the men next to us. That's why we do these videos. The scriptures say in the book of Hebrews, the 3rd chapter, to exhort one another daily. Yes, this shit get hard. That's why you got to show forth that love and be strong for the next man. As he be strong for you, because you're going to go through low points too. Okay? That's just what it is. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together. Brothers got to come around the fucking body. Don't be one of them niggas that just come around when it's chicken and alcohol. The Lord gonna search you out and then kick your ass out and destroy you. You're gonna get hit with a nuke. You only come around when it's alcohol and chicken. With your black ass, man. Okay? It says, forsake not the assembly of ourselves together. Got to come around the brotherhood, fellowship. Okay? As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. We got to be doing that. And so much the more as ye see the day approaching, as we see the day of the Lord approaching. We got to be exhorting one another. Keeping one another in prayer. Sending each other scriptures. Motivational quotes in the morning. Motivational auto recordings in the morning for the body. Let's do these different things. Putting up these lessons. That's all exhortation. And there's more too. I just named a few. Let's exhort one another, man. Let's be strong for one another. Let's be strong for the next man. Let's help the next man / next men endure. Just like they supposed to be helping you endure. We a body. Okay? Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to end up by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth diligently. And also shalom to a few sisters that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all. And let's remain strong. We got this. The Lord with us. We all we got. Let's continue to keep fighting, keep enduring. Shalom.